Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failure. Let's jump right back in at the start of day number 4. We've got a big day in front of us, and you can see here that our home looks quite a bit different. You can also see it said your copper axe is ready right there. So let's take a look at what the first step is. So the first step is to make a copy of the save folder. Actually, I haven't done that yet. Let me pause the video and do that. Okay, so it just took me about 30 seconds maybe to do that step, so I'm all good there. And the next step is somewhere. Move the bed. Okay, so why do we have to move the bed? Well, the house is quite a bit bigger, as you can see. The upgrade that we started at the carpenter's place on the very first day of the game is now completed 3 days later. So hop out of bed, left click to grab this thing, and then plop it down right there for convenient getting out of bed in the morning and heading right out the door. Okay, then it says make espressos and drink coffee or espresso. Okay, we'll take a look. We've got a brand new kitchen. That's pretty awesome. And if we right click on the kitchen there, actually right click on the fridge, you can see that there's storage here for some of your food items. And if you right click near the stove, you can see that there's a bunch of recipes. Now, many of them are gray and have question marks, but we've unlocked some of them. This fried egg one here, but we can't make a fried egg. It's lightly grayed out because we don't have an egg yet. And we can't make an omelet yet because we don't have the egg or milk. But anyway, as soon as we get the ingredients, we are able to make these recipes. But you have to do some work to unlock other recipes. So we bought a bunch of the recipes that are available here by leveling up, with some of our skills. Other recipes have become available already. But there is one recipe that we can make. And you can see it's this triple shot espresso. We unlocked it already. We bought this recipe at the saloon, and now we actually have the coffee and the kitchen, and so we're ready to craft. So you can click one at a time here. You can right click and hold. I'm just going to make as many of these as I can. I actually thought there was a way. Here we go. So this one you have to do 25 at a time. You have to left click. Right click wasn't working for me. Okay, so we now have 168 triple shot espressos instead of whatever 3 times this number is of coffee. So the coffee is all used up. It's all been put into the triple shot espresso. But the benefit of the triple shot espresso, as we take, I have to get away from there, and then right click, and as we drink our triple shot espresso, the benefit is it's a 4:11 duration instead of like a minute 10 or something like that. So that's pretty cool. All right, next step, it says craft 19 crab pots. All right, so we unlocked crab pots last time. They are right here, requires wood and iron bars, and we've been working a bunch on making iron bars, in part so we can make these craft pots here. So it says we need specifically 19 of them, so let's go 5 at a time, 5, 10, 15, 20, or 16. So what are we missing here? We're missing some wood. Do we have wood? Let's see if we have any wood. There we go. Let's make some more crab pots. So I wanted 19. 1, 2, 3 more. Brings me to 19. Wonderful. Okay, next up. It says check the mail. We can do that. That's easy enough. So here we go. Deluxe fishing pole and some bait that you can attach to it. So we actually already bought this yesterday. But anyway, we got the announcement. I think we lost like 1,000 gold, but that's all right. The cost of doing business. This is an apology from Robin, where she explains that we have a kitchen and we can cook any recipes. Yeah, we got it. All right, so that's it for the mail. And then it says set up furnaces according to my map and then make some bars. All right, so let's take a look. I think this is our first look in this video series of the map. So here it is. This is linked below. The URL here might not be accurate, but anyway, the current URL is linked below. It's a great website for you to experiment with, like farm design. And so feel free to explore. I will point out, though, that if you make any changes, you want to make sure you click this Save Current Plan, which will update the URL right up here, and then you should bookmark the new URL once you've made your changes. Okay, so the only thing I want to focus on here is all of my furnaces. So they're going right here in horizontal rows, 4 horizontal rows, starting the row below this path in the eastern exit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start putting furnaces there. Oh, but I got to know where the end is. So I want to stop 1 square west of the shipping box. Or I guess I could just count. Looks like 7 of these things here. All right, so I don't have enough to do my whole plan, but let's put 10 of them in place anyway. So 10 of them can go right over here. Oh, well, they can't all go here because I don't have all my space cut out yet, but that's all right. I'll just start putting. Okay, so right below, not there. Actually, is it there? I'm trying to see. Yeah, it's actually on the dirt. Yeah, so literally right below. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we'll do 3 more in the next row. There. Super. Okay, next step is to start making some bars there, and then we're going to water some parsnips, and then we're going to head out. So I'm thinking we should start making some, whatchamacallit, copper bars. We've been making a lot of these bars here, although we have roughly the same amount of both. Let's do copper bars for right now. So 9. Oh, although I think we ran out of coal last time. Here's some coal. Okay, so 9 things of copper. Let's get them going. And then I think the next step was to water the parsnips. So let's grab the watering can and we'll dump a bunch of this other stuff here. And part of the goal of today is to get way more chests, I think something like 37 in total, and start getting organized because we're a little bit out of control here. We'll keep the bait, we'll keep the bars, we'll keep the wood, the pots. Okay, we'll keep all that stuff. But I think we need to find our, whatchamacallit, we'll need the chair as well. That's written down. We need the watering can right now, and I think that's about it. The bamboo pole is old. Okay, cool. I think we're good to go here. So let's put the watering can in spot number 1 and start watering. And this is mercifully the very last day that I ever need to water by hand. You can see here that to the west of me there's a space that's empty, and it's because crows, let me start this process here, crows have a chance of coming and stealing some of your crops if you have anything more than 15 crops, which we obviously do. We had 64 of them. But I built in some potential loss due to crows, really in order to accomplish what we need, which is to get a high enough farming level from from foraging all of these parsnips, a high enough farming level in order to unlock the normal sprinklers. I think we just need 48 parsnips, 48 altogether. And so we'll have plenty, even if crows take the maximum amount of, parsnips each night. They can only take, so we lost one there at some point. They can only take up to like a quarter, 1/16 of the number of crops that you have. So when we had 64, we had the potential of losing up to 4 crops in a given night. And we would have been very unlucky if that had actually happened, to lose 4 crops in a night. And then once we lost our first one, we were down to 63, and then we only had the potential of losing 3 a night from that point forward. But you can see we've hardly lost any. I'll just fill this up here. We've hardly lost any, and we'll have well over the 48 that we need for our plan. Okay, so now we're gonna bring the pickaxe and no other tools, but we'll have the ores, the bars, the crab pots, the bait, the food, the coffee, and the chair. All right, so let's head up here. I think that we're good. I don't know that we need to drop anything off. I'll just keep my phone with me because I messed up last time. Okay, yeah, I think I'm happy with what I see here. Real important to have the chair with you. It did say only the pickaxe and no other tools, so at least we can deposit some of these things here to give us some more space for the collecting that we're about to do. And you know what? While we're at it, let's just dump the wood. We'll keep the coal here. We'll keep the bars. We've got the bait, the crab pots. I think we've got everything we need. All right, so let's start one last set of bars here on our way out. And I'm always doing the iron bars when it's going to be a long time before I return, because they take much longer, I think twice as long to gestate as the copper bars. Okay, it says head over to the blacksmith's. He opens at 9 o'clock, and upgrade the pickaxe after buying stacks of items. So let's go. I'm real happy that that's the last manual watering we'll ever have to do. Like I mentioned before, I spent a lot of time theory crafting and trying to minimize the number of crops that I had to water before I earned my, my sprinklers, my normal quality sprinklers. And I came up with this plan, which I think is pretty solid given what my goals were. So I just grab stuff when it's on the way. Put foraging is not as important as the many other tasks that we're doing right now. So you right click, the shopping menu didn't show up, it just said you received a copper axe. So now I have to come over here and right click again to get the normal menu. We are going to upgrade our pickaxe, but first we're going to go shopping. So it says here buy stacks of items, so I wasn't precise there. We are going to spend some money on a bunch of seeds in a second, and we're also going to buy a bunch of wood and stone at the carpenter, so we don't want to spend all of our money here, but we can spend a bunch of it. So how about we right click while we're holding shift and control, and maybe we'll get 2 stacks of copper. That's good. Might as well, while we're here, just kind of fill up the 3rd stack that we currently have 225 on. So we'll plop that there. Great. And then maybe a stack of iron. Iron is twice as expensive. I'll buy another few here. Just want to make sure I don't run out of money for the rest of today's spending spree. And 1 stack of coal will take us a long way. And we'll start to make some gold. Gold is quite a bit more expensive. You can see 400 here compared to 75 and 150. But I think we can afford 200 gold at this early stage. And then before we leave, we got to talk to this guy one more time and say, upgrade my stuff. So this time we're going to upgrade the pickaxe. We could go to the steel axe, but I've got plans for my axe for today. So we're going to upgrade the pickaxe according to the plan. It says it right here somewhere. Upgrade the pickaxe. So let's do that. And we're out of here. Okay, next step in the plan. It says go to the general store and buy a bunch of seeds. So let's do that. So I think it's faster to go to the southern bridge and not the northern bridge here on this river. I'm not sure. So here's the saloon on our left, and then just north of that is the whatchamacallit, general store. And let's start buying. Okay, so I've got very specific numbers here: 4 beans, 4 cauliflowers, 8 potatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4 beans, 1, 2, 3, 4 cauliflowers, and 8 potatoes. Just like that. And then moving on, 4 tulips, 40 kale, and 4 jazz. Okay, so 4 here, 40 here, and then 4 here. Okay, let's double check the numbers. I got 448, 444. 448, 444. And I put these things in the same item that they appear, in the same order they appear in the shop. Okay, so we're done there. Next up is to head over to the carpenters. So let's leave here. We've still got lots of money, 550,000 roughly. We are such big, fat, dirty, stinking cheaters. My goodness. And it takes 2 to cheat. It takes me to do the actual cheating and you to watch. So I think you are encouraging my bad behavior here. All right, so let's head up to the carpenters, and then it says we're going to buy stacks of items. We need loads of wood for chests, scarecrows, maybe build 35 chests at the carpenters and then refill the wood, and then we'll, all right, so let's do that. So how about we get 2 stacks of wood right now. Fortunately, these are really cheap. They become more expensive in year 2. I don't know what they go up to, maybe 20. I think stone and wood might double in price. Okay, and then it says we need to make some stacks of chests. So let's make 35 chests right now while we're standing here in the store. Each chest requires 50 wood, so we'll make 50 of those, sorry, 25 of those, and then 30, and then 35 chests, just like that. You can see why we emptied out the backpack when we left the farm, is because we were going to make a bunch of purchases. Okay, so we've made 35 chests. Our wood supplies, we had bought 2 stacks of wood. 1 stack is completely gone, and the other one went from 1,000 wood down to 250 or so. So let's buy some more wood and stone. So again, we got 530,000. So we want some wood, we want some stone, and then we're going to buy a shipping bin and then the coop. So let's do that. So how about we get 2 stacks of wood, plus we'll replenish the 3rd stack that's sitting there in our backpack. So about 750 here. Great. We are kind of running out of space. I want to be cognizant of that. Let's buy some stone. 1 stack there. 2 stacks here. We do need 1 empty space for some hardwood that we're about to get. The first time we're getting hardwood, but I think a 3rd stack of stone and maybe even 1 more stack of wood will be good for us. Okay, cool. All right, and then the last thing to do before we leave the carpenter is to buy the shipping bin and then the coop for the birdies. Okay, so we hit escape, we hit right click, and now we'll do construct farm buildings. And I think the shipping bin is the first one to the left. So you can cycle right and left here through all these different buildings. So the shipping bin is kind of unusual in that it's one of the few things that will happen immediately. So it says 150 wood. Well, we just bought a bunch of wood and 250 gold. So let's build. And I don't know if the place that I want to build this thing is actually available at the moment, but it's easy enough to move it later on. But we'll take a quick look at the map. So here's the map. I want the shipping bin right here. So it's just to the left of this grassy clump. So let's see if we can find that a little bit straight left of our farming area, our planting area there. Okay, so let's see. So I think this is the grassy clump. Yeah, I think we could just put it right here between this thing and this grassy clump. Build it. Okay, shipping bin is prefabricated, so there's no construction time. It is very convenient. Normally you'd have to wait, 2 or 3 days for a building or an upgrade to a building to happen, but a couple of them happen right away, and you can have as many shipping bins as you want. So that one there is going to be convenient for us. And then the other thing we want is a coop. So it's 4,000 gold. We have that. We just bought a bunch of wood and stone, so let's build the coop. Okay, now according to my map, the place that I want the coop to be is right here. So you can see it right here, right next to the house, pushed as far back as possible. But there's this plant here on the left-hand side that's in the way. And as I come out, there's plants and trees and all this stuff that I didn't have the ability to get rid of this bush until I had the upgraded axe, which I just picked up now. So temporarily, we're just going to throw this coop, really any place is fine, but I'm going to put some chests up there, so let's throw it down here. I don't think we're going to do anything with this space right here. That looks good, and then once the coop is completed, it's very easy to have her move the coop instantly. So it's temporarily in that spot, and then we'll move it somewhere good after she finishes in 3 days. Okay, next up it says set up 9 crab pots at the river and 10 at the ocean and bait them. All right, so let's head to the river. Here we go. I just took a quick look at our coffee, but we don't have to refill the espresso near as often because it lasts so much longer. That's pretty sweet. So just heading all the way south to the exit to the beach. And not really, oh, there's one of those nice fishing spots right there. Not really focused on gift giving right now, but once we have parsnips tomorrow, then we can give gifts aplenty every time we see somebody. Okay, so what are we doing here? All right, so first thing I'm going to do is drink another coffee. And then the next thing we're going to do is start putting these crab pots down. So we want to put 10 of them, and we're going to go right here and then start just kind of walking, slowly walking. I'm holding left click this whole time. And once we get down to 9, that's good. And then I need to bait. It was important to bring the bait with us here. And so every time, so I'm just going to, again, left click and hold. And here I'm putting my cursor a little bit to the right of where you might think you got to put it. But anyway, that's where they go. And let's go ahead and do the same thing at the river. So the spot that I like is just here on the right. Right in here. So I think if I've counted it out right, I can fit exactly 9. And then we'll bait them. You can see the little crab pot lids going up as you bait them. That's how you know you succeeded. Okay, dang, we are killing it. All right, so then it says, I don't know why there's a gap there. Then it says, leave the secret forest and get hardwood. Okay, leave chair at the secret forest and get hardwood. Okay, so where is the secret forest? Well, it's a secret. And if I told you, it wouldn't be a secret anymore. But I'll tell you anyway. Okay, so we're just heading straight west here to an area of the map that we have not explored yet in this playthrough. And we've been to this section a few times before. The entrance to the farm is right up there to the, whatchamacallit, to the north. But we're going to head straight west here. And I'm going to change to my axe, and there might be stuff in my way. I don't even think that I have a scythe to get rid of this stuff here. Just trying to clear my path, make it easy to walk this way. Okay, now, if I click on this thing, trying to cut it, it says the axe isn't strong enough to break the log. You actually need one more axe upgrade to get that log chopped down, but we don't have that yet, and we're going to use a little bit of a glitch. So take the chair and place it right there, and then press B on the chair to hop into the chair, and then press B to hop out of the chair. And just like that, we are in the secret forest. Oh my goodness, we are cheating. So the secret forest is not supposed to be accessible yet. We are going to get wrecked a little bit here. I'm not worried about my energy level, but just that annoying, whatchamacallit, when you lose your speed from getting whacked by one of these guys. Okay, so hardwood, it turns out, is a very important resource for us for a lot of things, but the first thing that we want is the ability to craft, to have the carpenter make the stable, and that requires 100 hardwood. And this place that we're in right here, I'm just grabbing the forageables. Hopefully we don't run out of space in our inventory. So this place right here is a renewable source of hardwood for us. There's 6 of these stumps, and we can break them only with this upgraded axe. All right, I think we're gonna have to eat some food soon. Let's try that. 7. It will restore the health and the energy. Super. And we are out of here. Okay, so we're going to push B. B. No, we got to pick up this chair first. Oh, I can't pick up the chair because I'm full. All right, so we got a little bit greedy here with our inventory. So we're going to have to put something down temporarily. Let's put this here, and hopefully we don't pick it up. We picked it up. Okay, I need to get out, and I need to put something on the ground. What if we put it on the ground inside of here so that hopefully we don't pick it up anymore? All right, so we just push this thing on the ground right there, and then can I run away? All right, cool. Okay, so then A to pick up the chair, and A to put it there, and then B to hop in, and we are free. Okay, so let's move on to the next step, and I'll keep talking about hardwood here. The next step is to get hardwood on the farm. Notice that we left the chair right where it was. We'll be using that chair a couple more times until we have an axe strong enough to get us legitimate access to that area. All right, so it turns out there are a couple of more places where we can get hardwood right here on this farm. So it's right over here. We've got this set of 4, and just to the north, another set of 4. So I'm just left clicking to hold down and get these 2 hardwood from each of these stumps. And it turns out that each of the stumps here and each of the stumps in that secret forest area that we just got to somewhat illegally regenerate every single day. And so if we are so inclined, if we want to spend our time doing it, then we are welcome to grab the stumps here every day and the stumps over there every day. So we've got 8 of these things on our farm, and so each one gives 2 hardwood, so that's 16 hardwood we can get every day just right here. And then if we want to spend the time going over to the secret forest, that's another, 6 stumps times 2 hardwood each. That's another 12. So 28 hardwood per day is possible because we picked the forest map. And just like that, we have our 28 hardwood. And the reason that I picked the forest map is what you just saw right there, is to get that renewable source of 8 tree stumps right here. Plus, you could always go to the secret forest if you want another 6 tree stumps. But I picked the forest farm specifically so that we could get hardwood early and often and get that stable on day number 7, or at least order the stable on day number 7. So that is pretty cool that we've got that renewable source of hardwood. And we need a lot of hardwood. I think something like 450. in order to make all the recipes and do all the crafting and all that jazz, plus the stable, and then there's a house upgrade that requires 150. You need a lot of hardwood. So I thought having that hardwood nearby right there on our very own farm was worth the sacrifice of some farming land in order to have access to that hardwood. Okay, so then it says craft furnaces to bring the total furnaces up to 28. All right, I can do that, but I don't think I have room for anything at the moment. So let's head out this way. Head out this way. Just trying to get through here. All right, so we just lost our coffee boost. Let's boost up again. And back to number 4. And I know I'm kind of wasting some energy here by chopping with my axe, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's make some more of these bars here just while we're at it. And then we're going to do some inventory management because we're full up. So let's start dumping some stuff here. So we don't need these. Yeah, I guess we could just kind of dump everything. I want to put the seeds in a particular order, the order that they're in here. Okay, cool. Hardwood, good. Let's get rid of the stone. The chest we'll put up there. Another one of those. This thing, these guys. Some of that. All right, we don't need the gold just yet. All right, so you can see we're already filling up 2 chests now. All right, so again, we wanted to make some furnaces. So furnaces require copper and stone. You have plenty of it. You might have just dumped some of it in that chest. But what it says here is that we want 28 altogether. And I think we plopped down, it was 10 before. So we need 18 of these things. So 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's put them right there. And deposit them according to the plan. So the plan is just lots more of what you saw, you know, just rows of 7 of these things. But first we got to clear some space. So let's start whacking away at the tree and the bushes that are here. Unfortunately, we can't clear this big log until our next axe upgrade, but we can clear the bush. All right, and this bush as well. And I think I want to grab my other tools. All right, starting to get exhausted. How about we fix that? Sally, you bet. Okay, so let's grab our other tools from somewhere. There's the scythe. Might as well just take the watering can just so it's on my person. Is that all the tools? I'll just grab the hoe and fishing rod as well. Okay, so we'll put this thing up here, and this thing can go here. That goes there. Just doing some rearranging here. Generally, I like my tools to be up in the top row. Okay, cool. So let's scythe our way to happiness here, getting rid of these things, and then I think we can keep on putting the furnaces down. So just have to be close enough, and again, we'll make the same number in each row. Here I'm holding left click. Okay, so we'll put a few here, and then we run out of space, and then we'll put some down here. Oh, is that everything? Okay, cool. Oh, it was only supposed to be 4. I think it's only 4 rows. Yeah, 4 rows. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we've got a 5th row here. So a couple of them are out of place in the beginning. That's fine. Once we get the upgraded axe, we'll get rid of this thing and then put them in the 4 nice rows of 7. All right, so because we're making bars, I might as well just keep making bars. Let me take a look at how many of each kind we have here. So let's find the copper bars and just put them back. Where are the copper bars? I don't see them. Do we not have any? Gotta have some. Gang, what am I missing? Oh, the copper bars are right there. Never mind. Okay, so we got 45 and 38. Let's keep making, I just kind of like to keep them about equal. So let's keep making more iron bars. And so we'll just plop these things in here. We've got plenty of coal, plenty of iron ore. And good there. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so I think we are ready to take a look at the next step. So let's have a look at what the next step is right over here. Okay, it says craft the furnaces, set up the furnaces according to the map. Some furnaces will be out of place because of the log. Make some bars. We're doing that. Make phone calls if you need money. So I don't think I need money at the moment. You could always take a look at what the spending is on the next day just to see if you might need to make some money on a given day. So I'll point out that Gus is open from noon until midnight, and so you have until midnight to make phone calls for the next day. Don't forget to ship if you need money the next day. Like you might be making your phone calls like really far away from your whatchamacallit, from your farm, but you need to make sure that you ship so that you get the money the next day. But I can see here that I don't see any places where we're actually spending a dime tomorrow. So, oh, actually here, we'll buy out a traveling cart, but that won't be all that expensive. And at the moment, I've got 400 grand, way more than I'm expected to have at this point. Okay, so I'm going to skip that part, and it says clear area for chests to the west of the planted area. All right, so what am I talking about? So here's the planted area right here, and here is a collection of, I think it's 37 chests, and we've got the shipping bin just to the north of all of those chests. So let's start clearing some space. I don't think the coop is going to conflict with my bottom row. I didn't consider that, but let's give it a try. So the goal is to put a row of chests. I'm just going to look for this spot right here, this one thing of grass, and I'm going to put 3 to the left and know that that's the 4th row down. So let's give this a try. All right, so what we need to do is clear some of this space here. And again, before we had this upgraded axe, we weren't able to chop down these bushes. I think the coop might actually be conflicting with my bottom row of chests. Whoops. That is my fault. So I guess I should have moved the coop to a different place. I thought I put it lower than all the chests, but I forgot how low the chests actually go. Okay, so just chopping things here. Pretty much all of this dark green grass area needs to be cleared, except for the area above the shipping bin there. Okay, so we're running low on energy. Let's have a little snack. Okay, and keep on chopping. Get rid of this stump here, and get rid of this thing here. And I don't need to get rid of it, but I'll get rid of this tree. Oops, let's get rid of this stump as well. We'll get rid of this tree down below just because it's in the way of my view of the work we're about to do on the chests. Note that the tree always falls left or right in the direction that's kind of away from where you are. If you're in the dead center of the tree, I'm not sure how it decides which way to fall, but if you want it to fall one way and not the other, then feel free to put yourself on the one side to force the tree to fall in the other direction. Okay, so I think we're good there. And now let's start putting some chests down. So again, I'm looking for that little tuft right there. I'm going to put you know, 3 and then a space and then 3. And then that's going to be the 4th of 5 rows of that pattern. So let's start putting some chests down. Oh, we need to go get the chests. Where are the chests? Oh, we got bars to do. We got just so much stuff happening here. Let's make some more bars. Okay. So it's 11 o'clock. I think we'll be able to do everything I want to do. It's just some putting chests down and then a little bit of, whatchamacallit, organization. And it's okay if we don't get everything done today. No real rush on this this last step, this last goal for tonight. All right, so where are my chests? Right there. So we'll just get rid of some of the stuff we got from all the farm stuff we did. Okay, so we're going to put the chests up here in the equal spot, and then we're going to start planting. So again, the little tuft here. So we put 1, 2, 3, and then a blank space, and then 1, 2, 3. And then we put up here exactly the same pattern. Oh, I think I need to chip away at something that's right there. Is it this? There we go. I wasn't able to put the this chest right here. Okay, and so we keep on keeping on. 1, 2, 3, blank space. 1, 2, 3. And again, 4 rows there, and then 1 row below. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so unfortunately, I think the coffee just wore off, so I think we need to drink one more, even though it's after midnight. Drink the espresso. Okay, so I need to come up with a plan because I goofed, and I'm definitely not remaking this video. So I think I'm going to put these chests temporarily somewhere else. It's going to be kind of annoying because I'll have to move them later on. Maybe there's some chests that aren't that important at the moment. Maybe I'll just put whatever ones I can fit adjacent to the coop. Okay, so what can I do here? So let's chest. Oops. Chest right. Can't put it there. Can I put it there? Or can't I put it there? Because there was something in the way. 1, 2, and 3 there. And maybe we'll put a couple over here. Okay, not ideal. That bottom row is the only row that's supposed to be a complete row of 7. All right, so next step is going to be an important one. Let's take a look. It says clear the area for chests and plant them. And then it says craft 9 more crab pots and put them into the farm pond with bait. I guess we can do that. Then it says empty the inventory and sort all chests and mark on the spreadsheet. All right, so I think that's going to be a task for tomorrow, honestly. I think I'm going to run out of time, but let's see if I can do the 9 crab pot business. So what do we need to make 9 more crab pots? 5? Nope, not 5. So we need wood. Let's go back and grab some wood. Where's the wood? Right in here, maybe? Right in here, maybe? Where the heck is the wood? Do I not have any more wood? I thought we bought tons of wood. I'm confused. Did we not have enough wood? Oh, there it is. Okay, tons of wood. All right, so let's keep making crab pots. Also, I need the bait, wherever that is. Oh, the bait is in my inventory. All right, so I think we said we needed, was it 9 crab pots? 9 more crab pots. So we got 2, and that brings us up to 9. And just while I'm here, I think it's a good idea to start. Do we have the gold ore? Because that takes the longest time. Gold ore. Yeah, let's go ahead and start doing the gold stuff. Okay, so put all these things in here. Probably going to run out of time before I get a chance to put these crab pots in, but we'll see what happens. Not a big deal if we can't bait these things tonight, but I do like the idea of putting all these here. Okay, 140, crab pot time. There, and 150. Let's see if we can at least bait these few crab pots here. I think we got those, and then I think we're going to fall asleep. Okay, but the idea for me is to put 5 crab pots up here in this horizontal section, and then 4 here. So we'll tackle that first thing the next day, and we'll also do some of the organization stuff. But neither of those was like super important for the day that we just completed. So because of all the tree chopping we did and hardwood gathering, we got to level 2 foraging. And progress has been saved. Don't forget to make a backup save every time you finish a day. That's what I'm going to do right now. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.